Hello everybody, Bricks on a Budget coming to you with another video. I figure seeing that we turned around and reviewed a bunch of these Lego Jurassic Park slash Jurassic World sets that came out this last year and the beginning of this year, I would go over all the different dinosaurs that came out. So that being said, let's get right into it. We got a handful here of different dinosaurs. We'll start off with the most popular dinosaur I feel that's ever come out, and that would be the T-Rex. The Lego T-Rex has come in a bunch of different colors and a bunch of sets over the years, and the mold pretty much has stayed the same as far as I know. He's got 8 studs on his back here, and he's even got some clutch power on his feet to turn on and step on and be able to stay on Lego bricks or plates. And he's got 2 little posable hands here. His neck and head can rotate and go up and down. His jaws can come open and can close. You can potentially put a minifigure in his mouth and have it close onto the minifigure and hold it to an extent if you pose it just right. He's got some scratches and stuff along his right here. If you look, that's printed on the back of his head and his body to signify where the all over his body, his legs on the other side here, where the raptors would end up attacking him, because this as a representation of the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. This one you get in the Visitor Center set that came out last year. Pretty nice T-Rex. Let's go into the second most popular. Of course, some people might argue that it would be the most popular, and that would be the Velociraptor. Now, you can get 2 of these in 2 separate sets. You get one in the Visitor Center, but you also get one in the 4 Plus set. 4 Plus set is grossly overpriced. Luckily, I did find it a little cheaper, but still was overpriced. So if you're getting the Visitor Center and you want to get the 4 Plus set just for the dinosaur, it's the same color Velociraptor, just FYI. So that's the reason why I don't have 2 Velociraptors here, because they're the exact same color. It's the exact same one, so I wasn't going to bother putting them both on here, since they are the same Velociraptor, because I do have 2 of them and they are identical. Really nice, like an olive green, some gray. Pretty nice looking Velociraptor. He's got a lot of posability. He's got 4 studs on his back. You could potentially put minifigure riding on his back. The legs and arms do pivot, and the mouth does open. And he's got some yellow printed eyes. Very nice. Alright, so I would say also a semi-popular one, the Dilophosaurus, aka the Spitter. We've seen this one attack Dennis Nedry in the first Jurassic Park movie. And it's a very interesting dinosaur. Really nice colors. Olive green, dark green, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red. He's a little bit stiffer than some of the other dinosaurs. And the fact that his legs do not move, his arms do not move, his mouth does open and close. He's only got 1 stud on his back, and for size comparison to the Velociraptor, he is quite a bit smaller. So but he still is very cool. I feel like we've gotten bigger Dilophosaurus in the past. This smaller version eventually came out, I think, in the wave before last, and they've been sticking to this mold lately. I'm pretty sure we have some bigger Dilophosaurus laying around sometime, or somewhere, I mean. So let's get into the next one, which is also very, very popular, the Triceratops. The Triceratops is very amazing. You see a sick one in Jurassic Park, and so this comes in a set based on that particular scene. Dark, like a decent color brown with some dark brown speckles and some light or dark tan or light brown accents. Dark brown or tan, or light brown or dark tan, depending on how you look at it, for the belly. Also, that same tannish color for the horns, yellow eyes, and a bit around the mouth. The legs are posable, and the head is sort of posable. It can turn, and it has a little bit of up and down function. But yeah, he's a little bit limited. Also, 6 studs on the back, so some potential there for using him in a lot of different ways, both having people on him, or you could turn around and build like a little howdah and then have like him as a war beast in like a fantasy type world or something. Lots and lots of potential with this particular large creature, the Triceratops, meaning 3 horns. Very, very cool dinosaur. One of my favorites growing up as a kid. And yeah, and the probably one of the some people would say that the Brachiosaur should have been. It's an $80 set in order to get him with a buildable tree and a couple minifigures. And I think, yeah, it comes with a Jeep. The scene where they first roll up into Jurassic Park, where they see the Brachiosaur, actually Brachiosaurs, there was multiple of them, but that's what that particular set is depicting a little bit. Very cool set, very cool creature, and he is very stiff, unfortunately, being that his legs do not move at all, so you can't pose him on his hind legs. His neck does have some posability. That's one large piece up to the head, and the head can turn, and it can tilt up and down a little bit, and the mouth does open and close. But and then there's 6 studs on the back, which gives it some little bit of possibilities there. Very, very cool dinosaur to have, and very, very neat. So that is the Brachiosaur, and he's got some gray and some either dark gray or bluish gray stripes and spots. He does have clutch power on the bottom of his feet, by the way, in case anybody was curious. Okay, so now we're going to get into kind of like it's more or less Jurassic World type creatures. I mean, these would be welcome in Jurassic Park as well. So right off the bat, we got the Pterodon. A lot of people will mistake this for a pterodactyl. The difference is Pterodon has the long horn on the back of his head, and he comes in a blue and like a bluish gray with yellow eyes. His mouth does open and close a bit, but it keeps wanting to spring back closed for the most part. He's got 4 studs on the back of his, so some potential there to give him like a rider on his back or something. He also has some clutch power on these legs, meaning that if only his head was a little bit more flexible, you could fold his wings in a little bit and then have him sitting on a branch or something, or hang upside down, which I don't see that happening. But they can hold like fish or whatnot, which the little 4+ set has you do. So pretty cool. And by the way, this set that he came out I think January of this year, and it was based off the Netflix Camp Cretaceous. And yeah, pretty cool. I mean, we've gotten a bunch of these pterodons in the past. Why they haven't brought out a pterodactyl is beyond me. Pterodactyl has more of a rounded head, and I think its mouth is a tiny bit shorter than the pterodons. But I mean, you would literally just have to do a swap out on the head mold, and basically you could still use the same body and wings for the most part, I think, and it would be fine. Now we get into some baby dinosaurs, babish. You got the baby Triceratops, which is absolutely adorable. You have a brick here you can actually take out, potentially put a minifigure in there if you want to make it look like they're rotting them, I guess. Or you just put that right back in there. Potentially you could take this off, put two studs there, and still have them like sitting on the little baby's back if you wanted, I guess. But you know, he's a very small. He's just a very small baby, and for size comparisons, there's the adult, there's the baby, and he's like a dark gray with some light tan-ish accents on the belly, little white horns, little white beak or mouth, yellow eyes. Very cute. We have gotten these in the past in other sets. Now this is where it gets a little weird. This set, it said baby Velociraptor for this, and he's got purple, yellow eyes, and like olive green body. These could also potentially be used as Tyrannosaurus Rex babies, maybe, but I feel like it would, size comparison between this and the T-Rex is so crazy different that it only makes sense, really, in my opinion, to use this as a baby Velociraptor. This is actually marked as a young Velociraptor. Dark gray stripes on light gray body, yellow, and then here's the size comparisons between this Velociraptor and an adult. It makes more sense. And then here's the baby to the young Velociraptor size comparisons. So it's kind of interesting. All these babies came in the same set, by the way. And then you have the Ankylosaurus, which is fun because in Camp Cretaceous they end up meeting a baby that they call Bumpy. I don't know if this is supposed to be Bumpy or not, but they're almost like a turtle-like, and they got a club on their back tail here. But this is a baby version. We also do have an adult version in our collection somewhere. But very, very cool to have a baby Ankylosaur, and I'm pretty sure this isn't the first one we've gotten. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure we had another one. I don't know if they're the same size or not, but there is another baby version of the Ankylosaur at some point. So I think we covered all the dinosaurs that came out between last year's collection of Jurassic Park / the Netflix Camp Cretaceous, as well as the Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Now, what do you think is missing? I mean, obviously we've never gotten compies. I guess you could probably get a whole bunch of these and use them as compies. But yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten compies. And then those, I can't remember what they were called, but they were those little skinny bird-like ones that came in a huge herd and they had to hide behind the log. They brought those out once and haven't brought them out since. I would be shocked if they didn't still have that mold. Why not bring out another set with those? Maybe even multiple of those. Or maybe like some sort of small pack that you could buy and like army build those, you know. I think that would be really cool. I know I would buy a whole bunch just, you know, to have, and I'm sure my boys would love those too. We only got one of those in that set that came out a while back ago because it was it wasn't exactly the cheapest set. So there's a lot of other dinosaurs that they could also do that they haven't done yet from Jurassic World as well. Duckbill dinosaur is definitely top of the list. You know, for I believe that might have been in Jurassic Park 3. I think that they have the duckbill dinosaur. I can't remember the official scientific name for them. But what dinosaurs do you think they should make for Jurassic Park / Jurassic World? Leave a comment down below, and please like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, and every like helps out the channel, helps me bring out more videos for you guys. And so that being said, I'm going to leave it off here. And this is Bricks on a Budget telling y'all, get built. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.